Well, hello, everyone. Yeah, I believe we are live. Welcome to the Dreamscape of the Heart, first edition of Mondays. I want to get you guys started. I made a promise to show you something new, something that we've created. And so I'm going to do that. And then I will join you there in the studio. So let me go ahead and initiate that for you. Let's see.
Firefighters in the western United States are struggling to contain wildfires.
More wildfires burning through California, Oregon, and Washington state. Over 2.3 million acres
So
already
many
burned
have
this
lost
year.
everything as this fire continues to
This
burn
could be
and
the
threaten
greatest
more.
loss
It's
of human
devastating.
lives and property due to wildfire in our state's
Threat
history.
continues in much of California.
Record-setting wildfires are spreading up and down the West Coast this morning.
So many people right now are searching for answers.
Tension ignites something within us. It activates our hearts to make a decision. Tension ignites a fire in our hearts that we have been equipped to handle. Some fires are so great that they consume all that is temporary. Is your heart temporary? Naturally, your heart distributes tension either creatively or destructively. Hope within is like a wall of fire that meets the fire of tension in the world, and it diffuses the destructive tension, or it creates with creative tension. Hope is a gift that guides your heart. Hope is like seeds planted all around your heart. And when they are cared for, it produces a fruit of faith. But when they are ignored, they can make your heart very sick. Who is caring for your seeds of hope? Self-care can be heavy and hard, and can reduce that space around your heart. Supernatural care is peaceful and light, and actually expands the territory around the hope that you have been seated with. This is where your heart's desires are met. Desires fulfilled are a tree of life, and you are a tree of life, bearing fruit with seeds of hope for a new era of people. Supernatural care is the care of your Creator. He has seeded you with love. Be love and bear the fruit of love. Jesus said, I am the vine, and you are the branches. The one who remains in me, and I in him, will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing.
Well, that was an inspirational short, something that we're calling an inspirational short. And it is done with a heart to really, our motivation in doing it, we were actually in the middle of we were actually in the middle of creating this whole entire platform of all the things that we've been working on um, to release content, our heart, and the team. Yeah, we were working on it, and man, some tragedy just really took place and right in our backyard. And I'm sure you all have heard about the fires that took place and just the radical hundreds and thousands of people that had to be evacuated up and down the coast of California just in recent months. And um, me and uh, me and one of my partners felt like, hey, I really think there's an opportunity for us to tell and share or pull out a message of hope and release it to the uh, to the to the people that are close to us. And so that's exactly what we did. We went after it and spent some time really meditating, and it was quite a journey to do to create this film. And I wanted to show it to you guys today. I said I had something for you, and we did, and we do. And I may not release it completely and putting it out just yet, but soon enough we'll do that. Today is This is Monday, and I have started taking my day of rest like on Friday nights because I'm just I don't know. A friend of mine just started talking to me about that's how some cultures do it, and I thought, yeah, it really makes sense to me to start your day in the evenings because oftentimes I get up super early in the morning to establish some you know I don't know, ground floor, if you will, of peace. Try to get started and start from peace. And um, doing that at the end of the day, I'm finding is actually been really awesome. When you, for me, the most peaceful times of my day are in the mornings. And then I'm thinking, man, if I could just do what I do in the mornings at night, then it would just be great. I feel like that's the only part that I'm kind of missing. And so I try to do the things I do in the morning, meditate and spend time with the Lord in the evenings, and I'm tired and I just don't really feel like it. And I'm like, no, I just need to go to sleep and end the day sleeping. And it really, for some odd reason, it kind of draws um, the day into my bed. It allows this all the things and the burdens or the life that I lived in the day. It gets pulled kind of into my bed, and I lay my head down. And I mean, honestly, at one point in time in my life, this is what I used to do. I used to drink in the evenings just to kind of calm down off the day, and then um, and then slip into my bed and kind of light off and say, well, there you go, that's the day. All that to be said is that I don't have to do it that way anymore. I actually get to have an instantaneous switch that where I get to come into rest at the end of the day when the sun goes down. That's my end of the day, and actually then my new day starts right away. And so I'm able to start my new day. Yeah, I'm tired from the day, but I'm refreshed because it's like I get to be almost kind of born again. I get to have this reset, this divine reset when the sun goes down. And I guess what I first thing we usually do, we eat. And so, you know, yeah, I mean, it's not breaking a fast, it's not breakfast, but it's dinner, and there's fellowship, and there's encouragement. And so when I get around my family with that heart of rest, it just it allows me to kind of celebrate that yesterday was yesterday, and today is now. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. You know, there's a lot I can't wait to tell you about Mondays and kind of what I figured out about Mondays and why they're kind of the way they are and super heavy and sometimes burdensome. And you're like, man, I don't even know why I feel so crazy on Monday. I don't even have anything I need to do today that's any different than any other day. But man, on Monday, I feel like this overwhelming, like, that, something's got to be different and change. So it's Monday right now. It's starting. That's why I got this crazy shirt on. I'm like, I'm put on a crazy shirt, and that's going to be Mondays. And we're going to do this every Monday. And so some of you, that may be what you would call Sunday night. Some of you and my friends in India, it'll be like what they call Monday morning. And they'll get what they get out of it, you know. But really, we're going to be doing this regularly every Monday, and this is just a time for me to be me and love you guys. And honestly, sometimes I really saw it today as just an opportunity to connect with some people maybe that I haven't spoken to in a while in a fresh way, you know, and be like, hey, this is what's going on. This is where we are. These are the things we've been working on since February. You know, we've been hustling to get the studio together and different things, and it's just been such an awesome journey. And thanks for tuning in and checking us out. Um, Going live is there's some like secret benefits about it. One is you don't have to edit. You know, it's like you see what you get. So I'm saying on the positive side of things. So what that means is sometimes technology goes and but hey, that it is what it is. So hey, welcome to the dreamscape of your heart. Welcome to the dreamscape of the heart. This is my heart. It's your heart. And we all have this space in us that is sacred, and not really anybody can get in there that we don't invite. And I've found that that's the space that I'm drawn to in my heart. And I have an awesome journey story to share with you. When the time's right, we'll do that. But welcome. And we're going to paint a little bit today. How's that sound? So you can you can dance, you can turn off the volume, you can do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to paint, and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to chat with you, and I don't really know exactly what we're going to talk about, but that's what today is. You know, sometimes it's good to know, and other times it's um, it's good to practice not knowing. And yeah, today I'm going to do a little bit of both. I do have some ideas about some things, but um, hey, thanks for joining us. It's been a while since I have been on a canvas. Um, these are some pretty cool things that me and a really beautiful friend of mine came up with. His name is River, and I love him dearly, and he's helped me with some really cool ideas. One of the things is he has inspired me to pursue some of the unique things, um, some of the unique things that he pointed out about my processes and about the way I do things, and I'm really grateful for that. We're actually building a platform that does just that, right? It it invites people in like you. You know, that's what this is. This is an invitation. Doors open. Um, and then once you begin to engage and come into the platform, share specific resources with you. We have a nonprofit that we do that through, and then also we do that through Dreamscape of the Heart. And try to make those resources available to anyone. And we're still building on some of those. We have some ready for you, and we're going to be releasing those. But we wanted to start with just just engaging you as we build the platform, like the social platform. That's what this is. So, hey, this week is Thanksgiving. Come on, man. It is a different Thanksgiving for me than ever before. How about you? I mean, well, let me tell you what, it can go south really fast if you let it. But I have to share something that is very real to me. I had what we would call a breakthrough, which is, I don't know, when you feel heavy about something, or you don't even know that you do. It's almost like when you're hiking and you've got a backpack on your back, and you kind of forget that it's there in some sense, and someone takes it off, and all of a sudden you feel a lot lighter. That's the way that's how I would describe a breakthrough sometimes, because sometimes you just forget that you got it on, and until it happens, right? Until you get free, until you break through, and so that's why I call it a breakthrough. But I had one of those the other day, and it was around um, the elections, and um, I just kind of came into a point where I was like, just gonna just gonna do a little bit of acceptance in my heart um, of the situation of things, and when I did that, I had this surge of I had this surge of peace, and with the peace came a lot of hope, and I didn't realize um, maybe how much of that I needed. Sometimes I'm doing okay and really wasn't down about things or anything, but when I just put my heart in a position of acceptance, and kind of took my hope out of a result of the elections and put it kind of, for me, back into the place where it belongs, which for me, that's in Jesus's hands. That's not in man's hands. I don't put my hope in men. I don't put my hope in people. You know, I don't find that to be um, I don't find that to give me a true result of what my heart desires when I do that. You know, because the hope that I have inside of me is it's supernatural. Well, what do you mean by that, Michael? Supernatural? Well, I mean, like, it was supernaturally put there. You know, hope is there's a big difference in hope and wishful thinking. And I'm not talking about wishful thinking. I'm not talking about, oh, that, yeah, that'd be great, or that'd be nice, or that way. I'm talking about the deep longing inside of you that is beautiful. That is hope. And that, for me, has been supernaturally placed inside of me. And so, therefore, it needs to be dealt with supernaturally. And so, but life, right? Life has a tendency to pull on you a little bit and say, hey, come over here and pay attention to me. And come over here and pay attention to me. And I'm going to give you what you want. You're like, yeah, because I really do want something to happen. You know, I really do want something to happen with the elections. I have a want there, right? I have a desire. But is it where my hope should be? And when I came into the awareness that, hey man, I've got too much, I mean, I've got hope. I've given some authority to this election in my life that regardless of the outcome, it is not going to satisfy me. I mean, if A wins or B wins or C, I mean, you know what I mean? Am I really going to find pleasure that I'm seeking? I have, you know, especially some of us really elevate that to like it's going to be some great, incredible thing, you know? For me, it was always kind of like football. I mean, don't take offense, but I just like watching everybody else get so wound up about it all the time. You know, yeah, wow. Yeah, that was more entertaining to me than the actual game itself. But yeah, so hey, listen, this is what happened when I shifted my hope back, when I moved it back to the Lord. How do you do that? Well, just accepted. Did a little acceptance in my heart. I did kind of like a little bit of okay. So let's assume A or B, whoever that is, wins or is determined the president of the United States of America. Let's just assume that that's the case, and get excited about it, or get excited about. Well, I can't. You say, well, I can't really get excited if somebody's the president. Well, okay. Well, get excited about him again. You know, redirect your attention to something greater. Because look, that supernatural hope inside of you that's been put inside of you is not wishful thinking. It is something really divine and special and beautiful, right? I mean, think about your kids, or if you don't have kids, think about a child. When a child has a great expectation about something that doesn't happen, and what they put a lot of hope into it, man. I mean, they were like, you know, a little bit, you know, I mean, winning a soccer game or whatever it may be, or some other thing that didn't happen and didn't go quite the way they thought that it could. You, as an adult or as someone that loves them, you try to, you know, assure them that their hope is not lost, right? Is that correct? Like a child, you know, like you try to encourage them and say, hey, it's gonna be all right. Like it's okay. Yeah, you didn't win, uh, Johnny. Why does everybody always use the name Johnny when they talk about kids in some situation? Well, we try to encourage the child to not lose heart. Hey, don't lose heart over this. And we try to preserve their hope. Have you ever seen a child that was confused about life and wanted to kill themselves? Yeah, like that's freaking nuts, man. It's crazy. That's hopelessness. That's where that comes in. It's because the world allows so much hope to be put in circumstance. And a child has been given supernatural hope in them, and we allow a child's hope to be put in something circumstantial at such a level that when it doesn't happen, they don't know how to deal with it. And so that opens their heart to hopelessness. And then hopelessness comes in and invades them, and it doesn't stop at just being Debbie Downer. It wants to destroy them. Okay, find somebody that's pretty whacked out on this whole COVID thing. You know, whacked out meaning like not rational at all in any of their thought processes, because they can't understand what's going on, because they have put all of their hope into their circumstances, and their circumstances right now suck. Like, suck bad. How do we release hope? How do we get them to trust our words of encouragement to be hopeful, and not like the words that we say are going to lead them astray? I mean, people, right? They're like, why would I? What are you talking about? Like, I can't trust man. Man is the one that told me my job was going to be good, and or that, you know, I believe that my life was good because of circumstance, and then circumstances change, and my life sucks, and I don't know what to do about it. And so now there's a trust complex between the people that are hopeless and us encouraging them. How do you reestablish that trust so that they'll listen and become hopeful again? That they'll let us feed that encourage them. I mean, nobody wants to be made a fool, right? I mean, nobody wants to be made a fool. And I think a lot of people feel like fools right now. Not like stupid fools, but like that they've been fooled. That the promises that they held in their heart weren't true. I mean, I think it's true in in the way that we have hope in individuals, you know, and then things come out in the news, or things happen that aren't great. Yeah. So people have a tendency to where they open their hearts, and their hearts are open, and they become hopeless. When you become hopeless, like, guys, that's when a child says to you, I don't know why or what's going on, but I'm having visions or thoughts about hurting myself. It's real. It's real. You're like, man, I didn't think this guy was going to be this heavy when he's painting. Well, the point is not to be heavy about the pain that people are feeling. It's to engage you and to engage us and to say, well, what is it? How can we reestablish trust with people in a time where trust has been violated? And why would we want to do that? Well, to encourage them in the truth that maybe they have missed, that is not circumstantial, but rather is eternal. And that truly addresses that beautiful thing inside of them called hope that God gave them and God seeded them with, and that He put inside of them so that they would find fulfillment in the things they hope for by finding Him. And in finding Him, they would realize, oh, you're the only one that can satisfy that beautiful part in me. No one else can satisfy that. I've been wandering out here following the world all this time. Thank God I found you, Lord. I mean, Who doesn't have a revelation of God being everything to them that doesn't want someone else to have that same revelation? I do. I really do. I think about it all the time. Well, that's why I'm painting on this canvas right now. Painting on this canvas to release hope, to to encourage the simple truth of the love of Jesus Christ, and that it's available for you, and that desire in your heart to be encouraged is His doing. That longing to live in and through supernatural encouragement is His doing. He has built you that way to taste and enjoy the sweetness of His provision, because He is provision. That's right. He is Jehovah Jireh, our provider. He is. And He wants to be your superstar. He wants to be your hope. He wants to be that in you. Surprise you. Yeah. I love it when He surprises me. It's been a long time since we've painted together. And I'm really enjoying it. It's good to get back, connect with you guys, and love you in this way. Yeah. I say, well, how are you loving us? They're painting on the canvas. Why don't I share my heart with you? And I'm thinking about you, and I'm hearing things about you, the people that watch this, and I thank God for that. I thank God for you. I can hear His heart for you. And all I did was say yes. I just said, yeah, I'll do it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna paint this scroll. Yeah, we make these things. These are canvases that have hand carved wood and built and attached to this canvas, and we paint these things. Yeah, a lot of really fun stuff that we're gonna start doing that you guys are gonna love. I think it's super fun, and we're getting better at it. That's for sure. We're really trying to get better and more consistent at it. And I have a beautiful team of people that are loving you through me, and all have the same heart to love people. I've got a really awesome network of people. When I say network, let me just say it this way better. I have a really awesome family of people. And I'm not talking about a super long list. I'm talking about the people that I eat dinner with, the people that come around my table. And these people, these people have abandoned everything. I've got friends in France, um, and in Italy, in Switzerland, Norway, a lot of Europeans. We have people that serve in Colombia and Mexico and Texas. That's right. You could say Texas in the middle of all those nations, right? I never really saw it that way, but a lot of other people do. Oh yeah, Texas is its own nation, right? That's funny. But yeah, the people that we're eating dinner with, which means the people that we're really walking with and loving on, awesome. They have abandoned everything, and that's really what all this is about. Loving those that are close to you. Um, and technology just allows us to do that pretty easily. I'm super grateful for that. Hey, what did you think of that video? Did you see the video that we showed? I loved it. I have to tell you, that for me was a pretty awesome experience. Um, I'm still having the experience of it, and I think what I'll do is at some point I'll just talk about it. Maybe I'll do like I don't know what we're gonna do, but I think we'll do something pretty cool where I can tell you like what was my thought process, what was my motivation. I already told you the motivation behind it. Don't you love the voice of God? You know why? It's nothing like what I thought it was ever going to be. It had none of the qualifying standards that that the people, I don't even know how to say it the right way, but just what I was able to hear um, about listening and hearing the voice of God wasn't really great. It required a lot of things, and I could never really match up to that. But once I realized it wasn't like what anybody told me, and that I was hearing it all the time, well, guess what? It is a happy day. I was a happy, happy, happy man. Yep, I felt super loved that I could actually hear the voice of God and wasn't all that pre-qualification that I had allowed my mind and my heart to believe. You just got to go against it, right? Talking about the grain. Because it's saying, how are you deciding what to think? I'm just listening. Yeah. Well, what are you listening to? Well, I'm listening to what God is whispering in my heart. You mean my God, the creator of the heavens and the, yeah, that's what I mean. It's talking to me. Yep, it's true. And part of the teaching and the encouragement and the love that I'm so excited about sharing with people is breaking off the qualification that particular systems have insisted are necessary to hear the voice of God. I like breaking all that stuff off and pointing out what qualification it takes. What qualification it takes? Having a heart. That's it. Have a heart. You can hear him. You just need your heart. You don't need your head. Heart. You don't need your understanding, your theology, your doctrine, or what somebody did or didn't tell you. You didn't miss it. You didn't go to the wrong conference or not go to the conference or whatever. Any of that. You need a heart and a big fat yes. How would you like to hear the voice of God right now? Right now. Assume you're still on. You said yes. That's good. Jesus said that there is one way to the Father, that it was through him. A lot of people lighten that load and come another way. I try or try some other thing. But that's what Jesus said. Really, no other way but through me. And so I just want to encourage you that Jesus is available for you, to introduce you to his Father. If you'd like to meet him. If you're not interested in Jesus, you still want to hear the voice of God, I'll stand with you. And you can ask him. And we'll let God be God, huh? But I understand the heart's desire, that the mind, and I understand that the mind may not understand that desire completely. I'm not here to judge, or tell you what you can and can't do, or any of those things. Share the truth with you. It'll set you free. But I know this, is that Jesus came and transformed all the requirements into promises that are available today. One of those is I'll be with you always. I love that one. Yeah. The other one is abide in me and I will abide in you. Well, let's just ask him. Lord, just close your eyes. Try to quiet your heart for a minute. The availability of God is eternal. Thank you, Lord, for Mondays. something I never thought I would say. Thank you, Lord, for Monday. We get to start it in rest. We get to get ahead of the game, get ahead of things. Allow the provision of God to be realized in our hearts. Before the world demands so much of us and pulls us in so many different directions. Yeah. Just release a blessing over you tonight and your family. And the rest that you come into, the hope that is eternal and supernatural God put in you, the revelation that He wants to fulfill that desire. Just by asking Him to speak to you could be the way that you delight in Him. Yeah. I think that if you hadn't spoken to me in a while, and then all of a sudden you were engaging me, and you were like, I really want to hear from you. I was like, yeah, but you haven't talked to me in a long time. And you were like, no, I really want to hear from you. I really want to. I really want to hear from you. The Lord says, delight in me, and I will give you the desires of your heart. If you desire to hear from God, just asking Him should not be dismissed as you delighting in Him. To each his own, right? Yeah. Let us not judge another in the manner in which they delight in the Lord. But let us just encourage each other, turn our attention to Him.
In the western United States are struggling to contain
More
wildfires.
wildfires burning through California, Oregon, and Washington state. Over 2.3 million acres
So
already
many
burned
have
this
lost
year.
everything as this fire continues to
This
burn
could be
and
the
threaten more.
greatest loss
It's devastating.
of human lives and property.
Fire threat continues in much of California.
Record-setting
Three
wildfires are
firefighters
spreading
were
up and down
hurt.
the West Coast this morning.
So many people right now are searching for answers.
Tension ignites something within us. It activates our hearts to make a decision. Tension ignites a fire in our hearts that we have been equipped to handle. Some fires are so great that they consume all that is temporary. Is your heart temporary? Naturally, your heart distributes tension either creatively or destructively. Hope within is like a wall of fire that meets the fire of tension in the world, and it diffuses the destructive tension or it creates with creative tension. Hope is a gift that guides your heart. Hope is like seeds planted all around your heart. And when they are cared for, it produces a fruit of faith. But when they are ignored, they can make your heart very sick. Who is caring for your seeds of hope? Self-care can be heavy and hard and can reduce that space around your heart. Supernatural care is peaceful and light and actually expands the territory around the hope that you have been seated with. This is where your heart's desires are met. Desires fulfilled are a tree of life, and you are a tree of life, bearing fruit with seeds of hope for a new era of people. Supernatural care is the care of your Creator. He has seated you with love. Be love and bear the fruit of love. Jesus said, I am the vine, and you are the branches. The one who remains in me, and I in him, will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing.